Took you a little bit longer to get going the start of the following season, but Burnley come along for you.
Yeah.
And then your first career hat-trick.
Yeah, against Hull, my first ever one, for a striker. People say, oh, you should be scoring loads of hat-tricks, but to score my first one was a delight. I think first one, I think Drinky had a shot, but it's come to me. I managed to have a touch left foot, bottom corner for my first. Second one was a bit debatable. Me and Wes kind of headed the ball at the same time, but I managed to reel off and celebrate without anyone knowing. And then the third one was just a breakaway, really. Hull were attacking us, and we broke away. I think Waggy's passed it to Lloydie. Lloydie squared it to me for a tap-in. So to get my first one was a delight, and I wouldn't have done it without the players on the pitch as well. So.
You took the next question actually. Do you think should you be on 49 now if Wes had his way?
Yeah, probably. We'll be in a strike. We all we want to score as many goals as we can, and we both kind of celebrate at the same time. We both watched it on the replay after the goal went in as well, but I've managed to nick it off him. But we won't mind. He's a defender. He's meant to stop the goals, not score them.
You had a run of 5 in 5 and a run of 6 in 5 that season. Have you found that across your career that your goals have tended to come in spurts? Yeah.
When I've not been scoring a while, or I've had to win a few games without scoring, I seem to get one and then go in a little spurt. And hopefully I can continue now. I've not scored in 5, or scored my first one in 5 this time, so hopefully I can go in a little spurt and get a few more goals. But as a striker, you play on confidence, and when you score, you seem like you can, the next game you can score again, and then you seem to be going like a little run on the go. And it's nice, for strikers to keep on scoring goals, but obviously it's more important for teams winning as well.
As that season progressed, you hit a little bit of a dry spell. I think it was 16, wasn't it? You must have been delighted to see Watford on the horizon in the playoffs.
Yeah, it was very nice. Obviously, I didn't start all them 16 games, so I was coming on as sub, with 20 minutes to go, half an hour to go, and it's always hard to get into the game. But as a striker, when you haven't scored in 16 games, it's hard, to get a bit of confidence on there. But the gaffer threw me in, I think it was the last game of the season against Nottingham Forest, which we had to win to get into the playoffs, and I played pretty well that game. So I knew if we won that, we'd be in the playoffs. And along came Watford, one of the teams we would score against, both legs, and it was which that was one of the important goals, getting the goal in the first leg, to take us a 1-0 advantage. But the second leg didn't really go for us, in horrible circumstances the way it happened. I managed to get another goal that game, but I just wish I took the pen in the end, and maybe we could have been somewhere else this season.
Without wanting to dwell on it too much, but after that kind of run that you had towards the end of the season, it kind of gets forgotten with the dramatic way the game finished, that you scored in both of those games. And personally, to have finished the season having scored in 2 really, really big games, did that give you something to cling to during the summer, knowing that you were coming back for another year in the Championship? Yeah,
definitely. As the whole team knew after that, we needed to, get over it as quick as we could, and bounce back as quick as we could. And we couldn't have done it in a better way, really. Everyone's come back, super fit this season. We've hit the ground running, and it shows in the league this season. 8 points clear, top of the league. With 14 games left, so we all know that this could be our season. We just want to keep it going now, and hopefully see it out this time.
You got off the mark this year with a penalty.
Yeah.
What changed in your mind after 28 years that you suddenly decided I'm going to start taking penalties?
I didn't want to go through that feeling again. At the end of last season, Anthony had the courage to stand up there and take the pen. Fair play to him. He thought he could have, put us into the playoff final, but after that, seeing his reaction after the game, I did feel sorry for him. And I think this year, I said to myself, I'll try and take the pressure, put the pressure on me, being an experienced pro now, and taking the pens and taking the pressure off the younger players. And this year, I think I've had 12 penalties and scored 9 of them, so it's not a bad return, and hopefully we'll get a few more towards the end of the season. Do
you see that as your role as one of the senior players in the squad?
I do now, yeah. There's only Conch, Wes, Marson and Lloydie who are older than me now in the team. So, for 28, I still feel like I'm young, you know what I mean? But, the 4th, 5th oldest in the team at the moment, and it's nice, to help the younger players, in the squad, bringing them through, and I think it's, as I'm getting older now, it's going to be part of my game.